What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our college football channel. Our 2022 predictions continue with Pittsburgh. You see some of the other predictions here. The FBI has them at 8.7 and 3.5. Athlon has them at 9 and 3. The over/under is at 8.5. So you're looking at 8 and 4, 9 and 3. The most likely a scenario for Pittsburgh based off of these other predictions. It's a team that I think is going to be very good this year. I mean, losing Jordan Addison was a big one. Keaton Slovis coming in at quarterback, I think, is going to be big for them. I don't think he's going to be Kenny Pickett good, but I think he will be good. This is a team, though, that I think is going to rely more on the run game. They will have a very good run game, a strong offensive line, and a strong defense. So it'll be a team that runs the football, plays good defense. And Keaton Slovis, I doubt, is going to throw for a ton of yards, but I think he's a very capable quarterback, and I think they're in good hands with him leading the offense. So, yes, I'm high on Pittsburgh. I think they're going to be a top 25 team again this year. You look at the schedule, they open up with West Virginia. Going to be a home game for Pitt. Of course, these teams used to play all the time, and it's going to be fun to see them go at it in this game. West Virginia, a lot of unknowns. They've done a nice job in the transfer portal, adding in some pieces. They will be a team that's able to run the football. And how good can JT Daniels be for them? If he turns out to be really good, this will be a very tough game for Pittsburgh. I do think it'll be close, but I think Pitt is the better team. Plus the fact that they're playing at home, I'm going to go with them to get the win over West Virginia and start off 1-0 before playing Tennessee. Tennessee's offense versus the defense of Pittsburgh will be a really fun matchup here. I think Tennessee just a little too explosive. I think it'll be a great game. Pittsburgh was able to go on the road and beat them last year. I think Tennessee returns the favor this year. I've got Pitt losing and falling to 1-1. They'll play Western Michigan and Rhode Island after that. Don't really see them having any problem with either one of those teams, so I've got them advancing to 3-1. Up next is Georgia Tech on October the 1st. Home game for Pittsburgh. Pitt should clearly be the better team here. Don't really see them having too much trouble. Not a blowout like a 30, 40-point win, but it'll be a game where they comfortably have control of it and wind up winning by about 20, somewhere in that range. Virginia Tech is up next. Virginia Tech, I think, could surprise some people this year. When you look at the transfer quarterback coming to them, we'll see what he can do with the new coaching staff and some pieces coming back. Again, Virginia Tech will not be an easy win for some of these teams, but at the end of the day, it's a home game for Pittsburgh. They're going to be good as well, so I think it'll be a great game, but I do think Pitt will get the win. They take care of business at home, and they advance to 5-1 before playing Louisville. Louisville's a team that I'm really high on. I think they could also be a surprise team this year. I'm going to say that Pittsburgh, out of Virginia Tech, Louisville, and North Carolina, I think one of those games will be a loss, and I'm going to say that it'll be this game against Louisville. This is a veteran team coming back, Malik Cunningham at quarterback, leading the way. Louisville playing at home, they pull off the upset. I've got to go with the Cardinals to beat Pittsburgh and drop them to 5-2. Then they'll play North Carolina, young team. It's kind of the opposite of Louisville. Louisville has a lot of production, a lot of experience coming back. North Carolina going to be much younger. And so we'll say Pittsburgh wins this game. But again, it's not really even about all these individual games. It's about the record. I make my predictions, I do the records, then I go back in and fill the games in, and sometimes I'll have to move stuff around. But this is how it worked out for me. So again, those three games, Virginia Tech, Louisville, North Carolina, I think they lose one of those games, maybe even two, but probably just one. That's a really interesting stretch right there. Let's just put it that way. Syracuse up next on November the 5th. This will be a somewhat competitive game, but I think Pittsburgh will pull away in the second half. I've got them beating Syracuse at home. Virginia up next on November the 12th. This will be a fun one here. A lot of offense coming from Virginia versus that defense and that run game from Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh, kind of like the Tennessee game, but Virginia not quite as talented as Tennessee. I think Pittsburgh is able to win a pretty close one on the road, and I've got them advancing to 8-2. They'll play Duke after that. Duke probably going to be the worst team in the ACC. Sorry, Duke fans. I don't see anything to be all that positive about if I'm a Duke fan. Pittsburgh rolls in this game. It's an easy win. They get to 9-2. Finally, Miami to close things out on the road. Miami, again, if you watch my channel, you know I am really high on Miami. I think this is going to be a really good team. Tough one for Pittsburgh on the road. I got to go with Miami. So I think Miami beats Pittsburgh, gives them their third loss of the season, and I've got this Pitt team going 9-3 in 2022.